As some of you may know, I'm a fairly big K-pop fan. I know it might be surprising, like looking at me, maybe weird. I'm a Blink. I have some Blackpink stuff in the back there. I'm a Moo Moo. I'm a Fear Not. I'm a Bunny. And one of the bands that I have been following recently in the past year or so, and I've been really enjoying, is NewJeans. And the best thing about them, in my opinion, is their music videos. And so today, I wanted to have a look at Cool With You, which was released about a month ago at the time we're doing this. Side A, Side B. It's basically a story in two parts. And this is what we're going to be watching. We're doing this live on Twitch. If you're watching this later on YouTube, come over on my stream. We do this once in a while. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. And we do other things too. We talk about games. We talk about the games industry. We play games. And we do a bunch of cool stuff like that. So if you've never heard the song before, and if you've never watched the video before, make sure you watch those. All right, let's do a quick breakdown. Okay, let's look at all the cool stuff. Let's talk about the story. There's an actual, real story in those music videos. So from now on, I'm gonna be pausing a lot, and I apologize for that. Not really. Let's start with the opening shot. That opening shot starts really strong in my opinion. That blew my mind right away. So we got this lady in white walking. And then we have a pretty typical slight movement of the camera as the music kind of starts and the camera moves. Boom, here's Hoyeon in the back wearing black. Big contrast from the character we see at the front. And she's following her with pretty strong intent. She's staring at her the whole time. She's just not letting her go. She's very close. And you'll notice, before we go any further, you'll notice the whole time she's following her very close. Nobody around actually cares. Nobody's looking at her, at Hoyeon. Like if you're walking in the street and you see someone following someone else that close, wouldn't that look weird to you? Wouldn't it be what the hell? We're 13 seconds in. We know something's up already. You know, something's going on. Hoyeon here, who is following this lady, is basically invisible. She's just special. She's following that lady in her office. How did she get in? It's because nobody sees her. This guy comes in through the elevator. What's going on here? That's another clue. That's another clue of who Hoyeon is actually in the story. So she gets in the elevator and then she looks at this guy. And next thing you know, she comes out and those two people are just making out like there's no tomorrow. From there, you kind of understand that basically Hoyeon is Cupid, okay? That's her power. She shoots arrows with her eyes. So she's sitting at this cafe and then she gets up. All right, time to go. And here we have a shot of NewJeans watching her. All the NewJeans members are wearing some kind of white clothes and they're watching her. They can see her, which means that the NewJeans members are also special. Because remember, nobody can see Hoyeon. She's special. But they can. She grabbed an umbrella. Because she knows it's gonna rain. And here we have some kind of a crossfade. So this is pretty common. The way you do rain in in film and stuff, a lot of the time is you have big pipes and stuff and some stuff shooting a crap load of water in the air and then it looks like it's raining. For the purpose of this shot, I think what they probably did is that they shot this in two parts. So after she leaves, It probably was like a nice, clear, sunny day. And here, I think here you can kind of see, if you go slowly, there's some like very light crossfade, and then they went into the shot where it's actually raining. It's pouring. This shot, man. Oh. Alright, before we go any further, did you see it? You see this guy over here? Remember this guy? When she got up? As she gets up, same guy is walking in frame, in front of the frame. She's sitting there. She's waiting for him because that's her next job. She sees the guy. He's here. She's like, okay, fine. Time to go, I guess. Time to work. And she follows him. Pretty close. Kind of like she was following the lady at the beginning of the video, if you remember. Also, that shot is like, oh, oof. That shot is so nice. NewJeans make their music videos like you would shoot a movie a lot of the time. So she's following him. You can see it's this guy. Black jacket, blue jeans, sneakers. She's following him very close. And those guys are watching her. So are they watching her to make sure she's doing her job? Or are they watching her just to be like, what the hell, man? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. She grabs an umbrella because she knows it's gonna rain. And on her way there, she found someone else to match this guy with, and now those two people are walking together. Job done. Time to go. And she's using an umbrella to protect herself from the rain, which will make sense later.
You know me like no other.
So this is one of the NewJeans members. Obviously, I can't remember her name. I'm very sorry. No, you can type in the comments if you're really mad at me. She can see her. Remember, the NewJeans members were like watching her before. She can see her. So this is Danielle from another NewJeans member. And one of the cool things about NewJeans, I find as well in their music videos, not all of them, but in a lot of their music videos, is they're not even the main character of their own music videos. They're like just random people, just in the background doing their thing, or like, you know, or supporting characters. And this video is very much the same. They are not a main character at all. The main character right now that we know is Hoyeon. The story is about Hoyeon. It's not about NewJeans. And that to me is insane, because you don't see that in K-pop music videos usually. Music videos are all about the artist. It's all about the group. It's all about, you know, showing them off, right? NewJeans doesn't do that, and this is so good. So Danielle here is a museum tour guide. She's talking about this painting, which represents what? Cupid. Hoyeon is Cupid. She's basically looking at herself right now. But this is Cupid's lover. And in the story, in the Greek mythology, Cupid gave up his godhood. Is Cupid a god? I'm not sure. Is Cupid the god of love? Maybe not. I don't know. But his like supernatural status, powers, whatever. Cupid gave that up for this person. And here's Hoyeon, who we know is Cupid for the purpose of this story, watching this and listening to Danielle here in that corner explain the story behind this thing, right? And as she's doing that, you know, watching those people there, we don't actually see it happen. But two people just suddenly leave and holding hands. So another job done. Look at her. She's just like walking around being like, oh, okay, I'm done. What's next? That shot, dude. That shot. Here we have Hoyeon on the right, basically looking at herself. looking at herself, right? And we have this guy who is on the side of Cupid's lover.
놓지 말아봐줘. Dreaming of each other. You, baby, on my mind.
And she sees him.
Every day, baby, say you're mine. You and me on my mind. Everywhere, baby, say you're mine. It feels cool.
And right this moment, she made a choice. The whole time she's looking at a representation of herself and the whole story that's behind it. She looks at him and he leaves. And here she thinks about it. And she's like, okay, I'm going for it. She's like, that's it, I'm going for it. And that whole sequence of event that follows up is a bit strange and awkward.
With you, cool with you. Cool.
Here we have a callback to the beginning of the video, to the intro of the video, right? She gets in the elevator. She gets in the elevator with him. She's looking at him. That person walks in. She's still looking at him. She's not letting go. She's like, I'm not gonna be looking at anybody else. This dude's mine. I decided I don't want to do that Cupid bullshit anymore. This dude is mine. And so the lady that walked in, she's fine. And the whole time the guy is going home, she's just here staring at him and not looking at anything else, anybody else, because she doesn't want to match this guy with someone else. She's so pretty, by the way. I don't know if she's as pretty as Hoyeon, but still.
You, baby, on my mind. Every day, baby, say you're mine.
So she's back at the museum, right? It's late at night. It's very dark. It's late at night. So we can assume the guy is sleeping. So she's like, okay, we're safe. And she's back at the painting. And she's basically questioning herself. She's like trying to think if it is worth basically giving up what she is now to be with that other person. And while she's doing that, you have NewJeans here. I don't know if they're like muses or something like that. Maybe they're like the muses watching her. And
you, baby, on my mind. Every day, baby, say you're mine.
And also, it's almost like NewJeans here is curious, but at the same time, kind of like, what's gonna happen? What are you doing? Like, hello? Wake up, please.
Baby, on my mind. Every
And it
day,
keeps going.
baby, say
Hoyeon
you're
is still thinking about it.
You and me on my mind. Everywhere, baby, say you're mine.
As Hoyeon is thinking about it, she's watching this couple. And if you remember, that's the couple she matched at the beginning of the video in the elevator.
Say you're mine.
And clearly, between those two, it's not working out. The guy's leaving. She's sad. They probably broke up. She's looking at basically her job and what her job does. Is that kind of relationship worth it?
Everywhere, baby, say you're mine. It feels cool.
And here, before we go to the next part, which is pretty intense as well, here we have the other NewJeans member, who I forget her name again, who's looking at her almost scared. She's like, don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Ain't worth it. Like, you've just seen what happens when you do that kind of stuff. When you are in that kind of a relationship. When you're human, basically. You just saw it happen in front of you. Don't do it. That's what this shot is, in my opinion.
Baby, say you're mine. It feels cool.
That super fast cut is very important in my opinion. And it's really hard, like it's very easy to miss. It goes so fast. Let me go back. Let's see. So we have this, and it cuts very, very fast to the guy basically looking at the camera. And he's looking that way where Hoyeon would be standing. Remember when they were watching the painting earlier in the video, right? He's looking that way. And that's when Hoyeon decides, alright, I'm going for it. That's it, I'm going for it. And she ends up in his freaking bed as he's sleeping. That's a little creepy. It's a bit creepy, but here she is looking at him. But then she realizes he can't see her. Nobody can. She does not have a reflection in the mirror. He can't see her. And she's like, wow, that's not good. That's a really, really cool shot, by the way. I like that. And then she's like, what am I gonna do? And she's looking at NewJeans. They are watching her still. And she's looking at her, almost asking them, should I or should I not? And here she's going for it. She's going for it. She is stripping, quite literally. But what this represents is that she's basically doing what Cupid did. Cupid got rid of his status, I guess. Got rid of his wings and his powers. And Hoyeon here is taking off her black clothes, which really represents, okay, I'm done with this. That's it. I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. And now she's standing in the rain with no umbrella. Remember earlier in the video, she was using an umbrella. She didn't want to get touched by the rain. Also, I can say she's so pretty. And NewJeans is watching again. You creeps. And they don't seem too enthused about that. They don't seem super happy. Like Danielle and this girl here, they almost look like scared in a way. Like, oh shit, that's no good. But Hoyeon is okay with it. Hoyeon is okay with it. That whole scene is basically a representation of almost like a rebirth. You know, it's almost like being reborn. She gave up her powers, she gave up her job, basically all of that for this dude. And she's okay with it. That's how the first video ends. Okay, I guess. You don't really know where it goes. You don't really know where it goes, in my opinion. That's why you have to watch side B, which is basically the second part of the story. And that's what we're gonna do right now. So side B starts exactly where we left off with side A. Okay? She's in the rain. She gave up her powers. She just wants to be not what she was. She just wants to be with this guy, essentially. And she's okay with it. And now we get the dance. Because it is a K-pop video after all. We gotta have the dance. But again, those are the NewJeans members wearing their white outfit there. If you know what's going on in the rest of the video, it's almost like they're either basically calling out to Hoyeon, or there could be what we see at the end.
And I think I like your point of view.
Hoyeon is going up the stairs. You'll notice that she's not wearing black clothes anymore. She's wearing regular people clothes now.
다시 돌아와도 돼. I don't care what other people say. 놓지 마.
Woo! Did you see it? Woo! That match cut was sexy! Holy. So here we have Danielle in the middle doing her dance thing. And then we have, whoo! Whoo! It's actually the first time I'm watching it frame by frame. Holy! So we have Danielle right in the middle, and then we match the cut for the next location almost perfectly. That's one sexy match cut, and I'm not talking about Danielle here. Wow. Alright, back to Hoyeon. Knock, knock on the door. Yo! She did it! After being reborn in the rain at the end of the first video, she goes straight to his place, knocks at the door, and he opens the door and he looks at her. He can see her now. She is actually human now, for real. And she knows, she realizes he actually can see her now. And that makes her very, very happy. Yeah, I don't know if she's speaking Korean or English here, but they're talking. This painting is very important for the development of the story. He is clearly an artist. Now when he opens the door, he's wearing an apron. He has like paint all over his shirt, whatever. He is an artist. That's probably why he was standing in the museum looking at that painting earlier, because artists typically are interested in art. I know it's a shocker. But he's an artist, right? He's a painter of some kind. So he painted her, which solidifies the idea that she is now real. It's very small right now, but it is her. And now they're together. Yay! Happy ending. She gave up her special powers and all those. She gave up all that to be with this guy, and it's working out. That kind of shot, that kind of like shaky, almost VHS kind of shot, like recorded on a really bad camcorder, even though I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It's just like a bunch of filters and stuff. That's something that NewJeans does a lot. They've done it in a couple other music videos they've had. The one I remember the most is Ditto. And maybe we'll do a Ditto video. Maybe we'll do a Ditto stream one day, if you guys want.
You, baby, on my mind. Every day, baby, say you're mine. You had me.
So there's a whole lot of things happening in here. We're gonna go back. Alright. So they've spent basically, at this point, a whole year together. You know, when she went to see him the first time, she's wearing pretty much a summer dress, right? Or maybe like a spring dress kind of thing. And they get together, they're walking around, it's nice weather, but she is wearing some kind of sweater, so it's probably spring here, I would say. Here, this is clearly summer. No, they went on a vacation, whatever, probably. This is a very interesting shot in the way that all their life was shown as like weird VHS clip. But this one is full frame, actually sharp, with a very strong saturation in the color grading and everything. And I don't know why. I don't know why that choice was made in terms of editing. It just gives a different vibe. Maybe I'm thinking, and it's just on the top of my head, and I just thought about it right now, to be honest. Maybe it's to show that they're just not where they live, technically. Maybe it's just a vacation. They went somewhere else, different. They went on a vacation to like Hawaii or something. There were like some palm trees and stuff. I don't know, maybe it's something like that, you know. And maybe that's why that shot is different, just because it's not where they usually live, I would assume.
You,
Yeah, we're back home.
baby, on my mind. Every day, baby, say
Now we're in the fall, because now we're wearing jackets and stuff. He has a little toque on his head.
your mind. You and me.
And now we're in winter, there's snow. So they've spent basically a whole year, because I think it's safe to assume it was probably the beginning of spring when she went to get him. And now it's snowing. And I find those shots interesting because, again, it comes from like VHS stuff to really clean shots. VHS clean shot. VHS. Future Flow here. I was just in the middle of editing this video and I was in this part and I just realized right now as I'm editing that all those VHS shots in this video are actually the point of view of the dude, while all the white shots is just an external view kind of thing. I guess you could say from other people maybe. But those VHS shots are his point of view when he is looking at her, which is very interesting. I don't know what it means. What do you think it means? Let me know in the comments below. All right, back to the video. And then we're back at the painting. The whole time, that shot starts really far away and then it ends closer and closer. So this shot is here to represent the passage of time, right? But like time is going by. And that whole year went by. And now we're back in spring. I think we're back in spring. The year is over. Their year together is over. They had a really good time together. And now they're just meeting up, right? Like, no, any couple would do. They wave at each other. Yo, hello. Yeah, good to see you. I missed you, even though I saw you 2 hours ago. And this shot, this changes everything. They're meeting up, and then here you can kind of start seeing it. She's like, something is weird. And this guy comes out. He pops out of this guy. Pops out of this guy? That sounded wrong. Maybe I shouldn't say it like that. He pops out from behind this guy. I don't know if it's any better. Anyway, it was behind him, right? And if you remember the way the first video starts, she pops out from behind her. And here we are at the end. This guy is doing the same thing. And she can see him because she used to be the same as what this guy is. So now the question is this guy the new Cupid? Is it the guy who just took over her job because she gave up? My take on it is that that's her boss. That's the big boss. And it comes out from behind him and he's looking at her. And he's like, that's it. Playtime is over. And she's like, no way. And boom. He looks at the guy. Remember, again, that's how Hoyeon is matching people. She's just shooting darts at them through her eyes. And this dude, Tony Leung, is looking at her and is like, alright, we're done. Boom! Shoots the first arrow at Hoyeon's boyfriend. For all intents and purposes. And she's like, oh no. Oh no. And she starts running. She's like, I have to be the one that he sees. But it's too late, and she knows it. And just like that, it's over. Her time as a human, essentially, was up. Big boss came by. It was like, all right, you had your fun. And just like that, she means nothing to this dude anymore. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Blows my mind. The storytelling in those things. And she knows as she's running, she's like, it's game over, man. That's it. Here she stops and she's like, please look at me. And he's not. That's it. The other arrow has been shot already. Job done. And he walks away. I don't exactly know, I haven't really decided yet, but I don't know what the smile means. I don't know what that weird smirk means. Is it like, job done, I'm good, bye-bye? Or is it like some kind of revenge? Or some kind of like spite? Being like, oh yeah, you thought you could? Well, watch this. I still think that this guy, Tony, is the big boss. I don't think he's the Cupid. I don't think he's the new Cupid. I think he's the big boss. And remember, Hoyeon here gave up everything to be with this guy. She gave up everything. She gave up her powers. She gave up her status in whatever this thing is. She gave up everything just to be with this guy. And it was just taken away from her like that. Boom. Gone. Sorry. Press the button again. So it is night time. After that whole thing happened, Hoyeon is going back to the museum. Except she's wearing pretty regular clothes. She's wearing a black jacket and blue jeans. It's a black jacket though. Why is she coming back to the museum? Because that's where it basically all started, right? And here we have NewJeans back doing their little dance. And if you remember, that's kind of how it starts at the beginning of the video as well, right? NewJeans are here in the museum where Hoyeon is going at the end. They're doing their little dance. Like they're waiting for her, right? But it's the same area, right? So Hoyeon comes back to them. And our NewJeans is like, told you, girl, told you. Shouldn't have done it. But now it's time to get up. And that's it. That's the end. That's the end. I really, really love how the ending is so open-ended. The story itself, the main story is done, right? The main plot of the story is done. And at the end, she's like going to a job interview, essentially. That's kind of like what it feels like. She's pausing here for a bit. She's staying here for a bit. Kind of like, before you go into an interview, like, you breathe because you're a bit stressed. So like you stop for a bit. And here she is talking to basically the muses, right? I'm gonna call them muses. I don't know if that's what it is, but... And it's almost like they're having a conversation, even though they're not, obviously, because they're just dancing and she's just watching them, which, by the way, happened in real life when they shot the thing. It would be easy to do just 2 different shots, considering, both NewJeans and Hoyeon have busy schedules, but they actually work together for the shot. And this ending, I still haven't decided what it means. And I think that's why I like this ending so much. What does it mean? What do you guys think it means? Is she taking her job back as Cupid? Or is she just saying, you know what? F this. I don't want to do it. I'm just going to find my own path. I'm going to stay the way I am right now, even though I had a really rough time 5 minutes ago. But I'm going to keep going. Maybe even try to get that guy back. Who knows? What do you guys think? What does this ending for the video means? Either way, this is honestly, right now, currently, it might change later, but currently, my favorite music videos of all time. Not a whole lot of crazy edits or whatever. Not a whole lot of that happening, but there's a lot of slow motion as well, which we see quite a bit in K-pop typically. But it's used so well. It's used so well in those 2 parts of music videos. Like, come on now. Like, hello? Oh, this is so good. This is so good. But yeah. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, subscribe, like, comment, all those things if you want me to make more of that. And catch me on Twitch and all social links in the description below. Thank you. Have a good one. And see you all on the next one. Bye-bye. Woo! Look at that wonky... Look at that wonky scene I made in like 20 minutes before the stream. Okay, you know what? That's fine. It will look better when I edit it for YouTube. I swear it will be better. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. As I was saying a bit earlier, what was I saying earlier? I don't remember.